Bonjour, my name is Shivansh, and in this video, I am going to be teaching you a very important concept in French, which is called la négation. Okay, la négation, which is the negation in French, which is the most important concept of the basic level. Okay, so how to make any sentence in French negative? Let's say I disagree with something that you are saying, or I'm refuting something that you are saying, or I want to tell you that this is not the case. So the word not in French is expressed not using one word, but by using two words. Any negative sentence in French is used uh, along with two words. First is the word no. The word no. And the other word is the negative adverb. Okay, so there are several negative adverbs. It can be not, never, nowhere, nobody, nothing. But in this video, we are only going to focus on the negative adverb for not. Okay, so in French, the word for not is pas. Pas. So we are essentially using two words for not, na and pa. Okay, and these two words are placed around the conjugated verb. In any sentence, to make it negative, the word na comes before the conjugated verb, and the negative adverb, in this case pa, comes after the conjugated verb. Now that I've told you this basic rule, let us look at the practical application of this concept. So the first example I have written is je suis américain. Je suis américain. So how do you make it into a negative sentence? So the verb in the sentence is suis. So before suis, we put na. And this after suis, we put the word pas. So the sentence becomes je ne suis pas américain. I am not American. Je ne suis pas américain. Second example, tu parles anglais. As you can see, you speak English. The verb in the sentence is parle. So before parle, we will put na, and after parle, we will put pa. Tu ne parles pas anglais. Tu ne parles pas anglais. Third example, il est beau. Now let's pay attention here. Il est beau. So here it's a special case because the verb here is beginning with a vowel, E. So whenever you have a verb beginning with a vowel, the now becomes an apostrophe. So in this case, an apostrophe est. It is going to be written together. Il n'est pas. Not only is it going to be written together, it is also going to be read together. Il n'est pas beau. He is beautiful. He is not beautiful. Il est beau. Il n'est pas beau. Il est. Il n'est pas. Okay, so we simply add the sound na before the verb. Now, let's move to the next important part. Now, here I have given you two important rules regarding negation. First rule, when you have a negative sentence where you're using na and pa or any other negative adverb, and you have certain words that express quantity, These are all words that express quantity. A, yun, du, the, la, dal, they. Okay, a, yun, or an, du, the, la, dal, they means some. When you have a list of words like these, okay, these words express quantity. So to express a quantity in negative sentence, you have to change these words into the. A, you, du, the, la, dal, they all become the in a negative sentence. And the second important rule here is that this rule is not applicable to the verb être. Okay? So the verb être means to be. And there are only two cases in which the être can take these words of quantity, right? So only in case of say and chanson. So when you have the verb say, okay, this is say, the negative is ce n'est pas. This is not. Say, ce n'est pas. And these are not. Ce sont, ce ne sont pas. These are not. C'est, ce n'est pas. Ce sont, ce ne sont pas. Okay? When you are using ce n'est pas or ce ne sont pas, these words remain unchanged. They don't become the. They remain as it is. Okay? Now let us take an example. Je veux du lait. Je veux du lait. Now, as I have already explained, the verb here is the. Je veux. I want some milk. Je veux du lait. So before the verb, we put na. After the verb, we put pa. And because the word here is due, which is expressing a quantity, right? So I told you that due changes into the, right? So in this situation, due will become the. Je ne veux pas de lait. I don't want milk. I want milk. I do not want milk. Similarly, il achète des fruits. Now here the verb is achète and it is starting with a vowel. So il n'achète pas. N'achète pas de fruits. Why did I use the here? Because they is here, which becomes the in front of vowels in a negative sentence. Right? And the third example, nous avons une horloge. Okay, the word here, the verb is avons, and it is also starting with a vowel. Nous n'avons pas, and the word une again is expressing a quantity, right? So nous n'avons pas de. Now here again another thing, the becomes the apostrophe in front of vowels. Okay, so nous n'avons pas d'horloge. Because H is like a silent letter, so you consider it as a vowel. So nous n'avons pas d'horloge. Okay, we have a clock. We do not have any clock. So d'horloge, the apostrophe, because H is vowel, so the apostrophe. Fourth example, il vient des États-Unis. Now, if you think that in this sentence, they will become the, you are wrong. Why are you wrong? Because here in the sentence, we are not dealing with a quantity, right? Here, they is a contracted article about which we will talk about in a separate video. Okay, so they is a contracted article. It is here. It means from. So he's coming from the United States. So the only thing we are going to do is we are going to add ne pas, il ne vient pas, and we are going to keep the rest of the sentence same. Il ne vient pas des États-Unis. because they is not expressing a quantity here. And for the final example, I want you to write down in the comments what you think should be the negative form of this particular sentence. They asked below, how will you make this negative? Write down in the comments below. And stay tuned for more such videos, because this is only the first part. In the second part of this video, we are going to be learning about other negative adverbs. Like, follow, comment, and share. Thank you.